Brad Garlinghouse recently said something very important. It will have a big effect on all of you who hold XRP, but no one has really looked into what it means in detail, so that's exactly what I'm going to do today. A short time ago I talked about the news that Ripple bought the prime broker Hidden Road during a live show. Today though, I'm going to talk more about this and explain why it's such a big deal for banks, institutional flows and a lot more, with autonomous finance as well. That being said, let me first tell you a bit more about what Hidden Road is and why I think this is without a doubt one of the biggest deals ever made in the cryptocurrency world. So, some of the services Hidden Road offered before Ripple bought them are prime brokerage, clearing, and finance. As of now, they offer FXN, precious metals, digital assets, synthetics, and over-the-counter swaps for FX stocks and commodities, as well as digital assets, energy, and rates. They also have clearing, which is the clearing of futures and options, as well as paid access and direct market access. There is also the banking side of their business, where they offer derivatives, margin financing, and margin financing for digital assets. As things stand, Hidden Road has a lot of big clients that Ripple will now buy as part of their purchase. I'd like to talk about this, all of their work, and how the XRP ledger and RLUSD will fit into this. As we can see, Ripple bought multi-asset prime exchange Hidden Road for $1,250,000,000. This means that Hidden Road will now use Ripple's stablecoin and the XRP ledger in its business. Well, some of you looked at this, you may have thought to yourself, now let's look at how this would help the XRP community if it used Ripple fixed coin. Well, RLUSD is linked to XRP and pays all of its gas fees with XRP. This means that RLUSD and XRP will be used, even though Ripple will be used for most of the deals. Hidden Road clears $3 trillion 0 cents a year in markets for more than 300 large clients. It will use RLUSD as collateral for all of its prime brokerage products. Now, I want to talk about $3 trillion a year and the 300 big clients I have right now. I am going to talk more about these 300 big clients in a moment. There are some big stars there. But first, I want to stress that this combination makes RLUSD and XRP more useful and in higher demand. This is because XRP is built on the RLUSD ledger. As a result, it makes XRP more useful as a local token of the ledger. Transaction prices and network usage could go up if there is more activity on the XRP ledger. This will of course raise the value of XRP. Anyway, I believe the most important thing about this is that it will help XRP become more popular among institutions. We can see that Garlinghouse's post on X emphasizes a shift toward a pro-innovation approach in the US, especially with new leadership. This means that the SEC will no longer have strict rules about crypto, and the acquisition makes Ripple, and by extension XRP, a leader in institutional finance. Over 300 institutions that use Hidden Road will now be able to use XRP ledger-based solutions. This could lead to more institutions using XRP for cross-border payments, providing liquidity and other financial tasks. This fits with Ripple's goal of combining real institutional flows with decentralized finance. As Garlinghouse pointed out, this could make XRP more valuable and raise its price over time. We could also see that this would make the XRP record more liquid and improve its ability to DeFi. You can see that the purchase of Hidden Road supports this by adding a prime broker that can help big players get more liquidity and see more accurate prices. The native decentralized DEX and features of XRPL, such as the lending protocol, are made to meet the needs of institutions by maintaining steady liquidity and reducing slippage. So basically what's going on here, and this is why the Ripple team has been so quiet, is that they're working on adding this to all of Hidden Road's services to make them better. Hidden Road wasn't clearly on the XRP ledger before, but they will be now. They will be the first coin that is fully tokenized, taking care of big clients in a way that saves them money and gives them more chances. That's why this is so important. The XRP team isn't just talking the talk anymore. It is now also being walked. They are doing something themselves. They aren't going to wait for a business to say, yes, we want to use your razor work. They are instead buying a business that already has a huge following of customers and doing that. This is also obviously crazy big for making rules clear and how the market sees it. There's no longer any mention of the SEC's war on crypto in this case. This shows that these partnerships are possible and people will benefit from them. Even though this is great, the last point is likely the most important one. That's how Ripple plans to act strategically. Now, this is great because no other big cryptocurrency project or group is doing anything like this. You can also see that Ripple is the only cryptocurrency company that owns and runs a global multi-asset prime exchange, now that it has bought Hidden Road. This smart move improves Ripple's finances and market power, which helps XRP in a roundabout way. Hidden Road could become the biggest non-bank prime buyer in the world as it grows, using Ripple's services, making Ripple's environment more well-known and trustworthy. When it comes to cross-border payments and settlements, where XRP has traditionally been seen as a bridge currency, this could lead to more relationships and uses for the currency. This is a huge move, right? And I think a lot of people have been missing how great this really is. I'm really excited about the future of XRP based on what we're seeing here from the Ripple team and how they're talking about it. Now, I know a lot of you are probably thinking, okay, that's great, right? A lot more people will be able to use XRP now that it can reach business clients. Why is the price so high right now? Why do you think we're kind of stuck? In the past 24 hours, we've lost about 2.4%. That is a great question. That's what I want to answer. The easy answer is that the systems haven't been put in place yet. It will take some time. We want things to happen right away, but they don't. That was good news too. And yes, it may have caused some price changes when the acquisition was first revealed, but you know, it won't be one of those things that makes XRP worth $5 overnight. It's going to burn slowly. Short term, XRP will continue to go up as more people and businesses use its wide range of services. This will happen during a bull market. That's why waiting is very important here. It looks like everything will go well as long as we can be patient, keep our heads down and keep moving forward. And as long as Ripple keeps making these goods and talking to the public in this way, they're coming up with new ideas and making great products, but they still have a lot to show. This is a huge step in the right direction toward their goal of becoming a world leader in banking and cross-border payment. Okay, I must say, it's very exciting. I believe that this will make XRP really go through the roof this year. How big this partnership will become in the future is something that can only be known in time. It's still a great one though. They'll use XRPL and the technology they've built at Ripple to make this useful, and of course offer these services to more than 300 different business clients. That being said, guys, there will be a lot of short-term trade chances here in the next few days. This is something I want you all to make the most of. We were able to close a trade not long ago and made a lot of money on it, over 65% more than one of our latest sales right here. Follow our 3-step process to join the Crypto Crusaders and make more trades. I'll see you there. Also, I have to say that I'm excited about where XRP is going. Hit the like and subscribe button if you agree, and I'll see you in the next movie. Goodbye.